Hey, what's up guys, Nathan746 coming at you with a Blue Eyes deck profile. Now this isn't really as much of a competitive form of Blue Eyes as more of a fun kind of thing, because I don't know how well it would stand in competitive. I've had a few duels, I've won some, I've lost some, so I don't think it would be really anything great, but it's something fun to play. But let's go ahead and get started here. So we have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, because ever since I can remember, every time I've made a Blue Eyes deck, even before I tried to play competitive, it always had 3 Blue Eyes, just because, you know, I watched the anime with Kaiba, and I just loved Blue Eyes. And I always thought Kaiba was badass, but that's a different story. Next card, we have 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, almost screwed up his name there, has a lot of OP plays when it comes to playing any kind of dragon card. He can go out and make Star Eater, he can spam out of Blue Eyes, he can spam a lot of things, and it's a really handy, really good card to have in a tight spot when you need to be able to push for game and all that good stuff. 1 BLS, because there's lights and darks in here, and BLS is perfect for that role. 2 of this, I can't say his name, so I'm just going to say S Limit Dragon, because I don't know how to say that first word. Someone could put the pronunciation in the description, or in a comment I mean. That would be very, very helpful, and I would really appreciate it. But I run 2 of it because 1, he's level 8, so he's trade-in fodder. 2, he's dark, so BLS fodder. 3, when your opponent controls a monster with 2,000 more attack, you can special summon it. So he's kind of a cyber dragon, so you can spam him out. I thought about running 3, but I thought that would be a little too cluttery. But I don't know, maybe, who knows. I'll look into some more ideas. I'm trying to run cards no one else would run. But yeah, 2 of this guy. 2 Bright Star Dragon, obviously to go with Maiden with Eyes of Blue, because Bright Star Dragon comboing off that can make a level 7, and plus he's a 1900 beater in his own right. So yeah, 2 of him. Eclipse Wyvern, because a dragon deck is decent, but without Eclipse Wyvern it's nothing. No, it's something. But with Eclipse Wyvern you can just go all out on your opponent, you can send it to the grave, banish Red Eyes, then use the castle, banish the Eclipse Wyvern, get the Red Eyes, and then target Maiden. By targeting Maiden you get a Blue Eyes, and then special summon Azure. You could be like Silver's Cry. There's a lot of combo with it, and it's really good. Okay, 2 Shining Angels, just in case I draw into it and I don't draw into a Maiden, and I need to set up with a Maiden or something, I can draw into it, and it really helps out. 1 Honest, because there's a lot of lights, and Honest will save you in many, many situations. 2 White Stone of Legend for the 2 Card of Consonance, which I might cut down to 1 because there's only 2 of these, I'm not sure. But just to get that search for the Blue Eyes and maybe a draw, and it's also a tuner, so. 3 Maiden with Eyes of Blue, because Maiden with Eyes of Blue is what makes this deck, to me anyway. I know you can play around her, but with 3 you have to waste a lot of stuff to play around this. And she can spam out, if she's targeted for attack, you know, it's negated. If she's targeted for an effect, that's not, but you can spam out of Blue Eyes. It's an easy way to get Blue Eyes out. Okay, 1 for 1, because you can discard like a White Stone, play her, and then get a Blue Eyes all at once. And if you have trade in, it goes great. A Wing Beat, because here's an example. You can special summon this new guy I'm running. I can't say his name, so again, the Limit Dragon. You can special summon Limit Dragon and then activate Wing Beat and bring him back and destroy all their spells and traps and re-special summon him. So just in case they had any plans to stop your attack, that is now null and void. Okay. 3 trade-in, obviously, because including BLS, there's 6 level 8s in here, but you don't really use it on him unless you have to. But there's 6 level 8s, so it makes perfect sense. 2 Card of Consonance, again I might cut it down to 1 because there's only 2 little dragon tuners with 1000 or less attack. So it doesn't really make sense to run too many of these. But yeah. Alright, 2 Dragon Shrine, just to set stuff up, like immediately send him to the grave, so I can get that banished and be able to do that in a little tidbit of time. Maybe get a Blue Eyes in the grave too, so I can do a Silver's Cry. And yeah, okay, 2 MST, because even though we have that for destruction, it's still not enough because this deck needs to keep the back row as clean out as possible. So 2 MST, I thought about running 3, but I felt like that might be cluttered, that might change of course. 2 Silver's Cry, just because only 2 instead of 3, because I only have Blue Eyes that can be have that used on it. So there's no real purpose to play anything else. It doesn't make sense to play other than 2, I mean. Alright, 1 Torrential Tribute. Just because Torrential is Torrential, and when your opponent has a full field in the tight spot at the right moment, you can destroy their whole field. It's great. 1 Trap Stun, so you can do this. You can do the same thing they were going to plan with, like if they were going to plan, like I said earlier, and they have all those trap cards on the field that would stop your attack. Trap Stun says no. Compulse, just in case they get a big boss monster on the field you can't handle. 2 Dragon Soul Castle, or Castle of Dragon Souls, whatever you want to call it, because once he's in the grave you can banish him and target her, like I was saying earlier, and get a Blue Eyes, make that Silver's Cry, you know. Alright, 2 Fiendish Chain, because a lot of monster effects can really shut this deck down really fast. This card really saves you in certain situations. Dark Bride, because you really need to be able to negate certain spells and traps or you're in trouble. Might even change this to 2 and take out a card of Consonance. And 1 Solemn Warning, because you might want to negate a monster from being played because it might be too good against you. But alright, let's go over Synchros. Not sure why this guy got put all the way over there. Now you go here. There we go. Okay. 1 Star Eater, because you can make Star Eater in this deck, and Star Eater's really good. Because, you know, he can be synchro summoned and not stopped by Solemn. Cards and effects can't be activated in response to his summoning, and if he attacks, he is unaffected by everything till the end of the damage step. This guy, because you instantly have a 3100 beat stick on the field just by using 1 non-tuner. He's really good in a tight spot to be a giant beat wall. Okay, 2 Azure Eyes, because that's the main card for Blue Eyes, Synchro Wise. Blue Eyes, Synchro Wise. That rhymes, but hey. These 2, because like you can make your dragons invincible. It's really good. Black Rose, just in case you need blow up field. Exploder Dragon Wing, because if this card battles a monster whose attack is less than or equal to, it's destroyed immediately. No damage calculation is applied, and your opponent takes damage equal to its attack points from their life points. 1 Sacred Wyvern, just because if you, let's say the combination of you summon Bright Star after you have Maiden out, make a 7, and you targeted her, so now you have a Blue Eyes and these 2 out. Synchro into this, Blue Eyes attacks, they take a lot of damage. Now this thing, its effect is it gains attack points equal to the difference between your opponent's life points and yours if it's lower. But if their life points are higher, it loses attack. That's the bad part. That's its con. But it's a very good card to go push really quick for game. Armades, just because he's like a miniature Star Eater in a way, because your opponent only difference is they can't activate anything until after the damage step. Catastor, just because if you're playing Light Sworns, hey. Let's see. Number 46, Dragluon. Weird name. I hate the name they changed it to. The first name was cooler. Because it takes 2 level 8 dragons, which is real easy. You can special summon, once per turn if you control nothing else, you can detach a material and then special summon 1 dragon from your hand. Target a dragon type monster your opponent controls and take control of it. Your opponent's dragon types cannot activate their effects until the end of their turn. Therefore, if you're playing against like someone still trying to use dragon rulers or something, that's a really good card. Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis, because he takes 2 level 8s, he's really good. You detach and just destroy monsters from your side and blow up stuff on their field. Thunder End, I don't rarely make it because it has to be done with Blue Eyes, but I can make it with this deck. And when you make Thunder End, he blows up all other monsters on the field. Just a really fast-paced, cool way to destroy the field. Number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings, because of the string counters and the burn damage, and he's got 3,000, so he's beater. So he's really good. Felgrant, obviously, because during either player's turn you can detach 1 XE from it and target 1 card, face-up monster on the field. Its effects negated, but nothing can affect it that turn. And of course, number 15, Gimmick Puppet, because again, 2 level 8s, and you can detach a material up to twice that turn and destroy 1 special summon monster. And if it's an XYZ, your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. So it's really, really good. So there you have it in a nutshell. That's the Blue Eyes deck I made. Again, it's not pro. It's more of a fun deck, and it's something I think you guys would really have fun trying to play. If you could get it down pat the right way and get the certain combos off, it's really fun. And the fact that it's Blue Eyes, it brings back nostalgia from some of you older players that know the older Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. And it's just all in all a really, really fun deck to play. Now, there are certain cards that can really shut this deck off. A card that you really need to look out for would probably be like Skill Drain, because Skill Drain immediately can't do it. You can't do anything. You could special summon that, like Maiden gets shut off. That completely kills your deck. I mean, this goes to the grave and its effect activates. Yeah, you can still use Honest and still sort of defend yourself, sort of. But Maiden, the main key here, gets completely killed. And you can't trigger off with all that and nothing happens. So that's pretty much the deck, and just one little tidbit hint of information to help you out just in case. So for future reference, get rid of Skill Drain. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. It really helps. I'll be trying to upload more videos of Yu-Gi-Oh and other things from time to time when I can and when I have the chance to, as much as possible, because I like making content for you guys, and I like to make you guys have a good day and have something to watch and have something new to try out with either any game you play that I might be playing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, and also remember to subscribe if you want to see more. But until then, this is Nathan746. Later, guys.